This CBS Sports Racing Profile is sponsored by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the king of beers.
You made it. Welcome back. Check out all the other videos if you haven't. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Just sitting here thinking, which I shouldn't do. Mainly I was thinking of dragging a Sportster with a chain behind my truck down the street and watching it blow up into a million pieces, because I always have to work on the thing. If you want to buy a Sportster that runs great, it's mint, I'll sell it to you. Or maybe I'll start a raffle. If you guys want to raffle, a Sportster raffle, get the comments going. You could win for free a Sportster through a raffle that you paid for. 1981 Shovelhead. I got sitting here. This is my backdrop for whatever videos I've been posting. Been neglecting this thing. It's been sitting over on the other side and I've been pecking at it. I did a couple things to it, but as far as it is, it needs everything. Story about this bike is I picked it up off of a guy who had too many projects and he kind of just wanted to get rid of it. Of course, I lowballed him. He was fine with it, but I still paid a grip of money for it. Bikes are too expensive these days. But anyways, I got it home. It runs. It was sumped, so it was spewing oil all over the place and it wouldn't stop, so I just turned it off. The bike fell over. Whatever drug addict that was running drugs on it got looted up and it crashed, a low-speed crash. So all the buttons and the handlebars and just like all the easy stuff that I probably got laying in a box over there, all that stuff was broken. So I removed it, pulled all the wiring, put some of it back. I've just been doing stuff a third of the way. Like I took the oil bag out to do something else, and then I started something else because of that, and then this and that and that, and then I started putting stuff back, and then I need to put that back, put that back. So I'm just at this point where I either just I gotta get to it and stop goofing around. So I just stopped working on it because I don't want to keep doing that. But I've been pecking away, buying parts for it, stuff that it needed, like pegs. The pegs were bent on one side, and the ones that came on it were, they're not even, I'd probably threw them in the trash. They're so terrible. Stock or something. Yeah, everything about this thing's pretty goofy. It's perfect candidate to chop because it's not that nice, but it is nice enough to rip. I mean, you can't tell that it's crappy unless you get close. The chrome is nice, and the black is crusty, so that's kind of neat. I'm not gonna chopper this thing until I got at least a summer out of it. I don't know what the motor's all about. Somebody redid the top end. It's got fancy pants jugs on it. They're not stock Harley ones or S&S or anything. They're some cheap brand, so that's interesting. Could be a big bore on this bad boy, which I'm assuming. It's got PM brakes on it, but ones I've never seen before, so that's interesting. It's like single disc brake instead of the double. I don't know why you do that. It's got a light bar for a headlight. That's pretty cool. That's pretty tough. If I can get that thing to stay on more than 10 seconds, I'm gonna run it. It's got the split tanks. They're pretty beat up, but I wanna run them. I keep trying not to, but I think I like them. I just don't like how they're covering the motor, but at the same time, who cares? I don't know, it's kind of stupid. And I don't wanna tank lift them, because then it'll look ridiculous. But I probably will with that, why not? I just don't wanna cut the frame up to put a tank on. I got another one sitting there on the wall. They're like, why do all that? Yeah, I just gotta do all the little stuff to this thing. Yeah, I'm just sitting here contemplating. I wanna get this thing going for the summer. I wanna run it to whatever events I'm gonna go to. I'll keep you up to date on. It's a bigger bike, so maybe I can get my lady to go on the back of it. Maybe she'll ride. If anybody knows anything about spokes, the spokes are missing on the rear rim. That's really strange. I don't know how that happens. But of course the rims are fancy pants upgrade ones, so I can't find what I need for them. I gotta take the rim off and maybe take it to somebody who will know. I don't wanna buy like 3 sets of spokes and have a bunch just because I don't know what I'm getting. Maybe I'll get a cool front end for it. But yeah, Shovelhead, 1981. She should rip. I just wanted to talk about it. It's the next project, next video series, if you will.
Out back, Chocolate Myers and Steve Muse. Muse is the guy who catches the gas. Chocolate Myers is perhaps the most recognized face of all the men on pit road. He's been with Richard Childress for 15 years. His goal, get this nozzle right in the gas tank.